Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Talk. I am Don Battlehawk, and I am here to do a show. That's right, and I got my show prep right here, and I am excited to talk about off-season stuff. And today, Battle Talk is 5 rules I like and 5 that need to be changed. All right, here we go. Now, I don't expect everyone to agree with me on these. It's okay if you don't. No hard feelings. We can discuss it in the comments, and I will even acknowledge you. I'm so full of myself sometimes. All right, here we go. One of the things that I like is the 4-point field goal. Why do I like it? It adds an extra dynamic, an extra scoring dynamic. And yes, it has a potential to run the scores up even higher. And as we've seen, it has the potential to change a game. As a matter of fact, if you look at our first game at the Battle Dome against DC, they kicked a 4-point field goal. We still won. If you look at the playoff game against the Kings, they kicked 2 4-point field goals and they won. So, yeah, I mean, that is a factor in it. And that's why I like it, despite the fact that one time it really hurt us. All right, what do I think we should change? Well, the number one thing I think we should change is the finer points of the rule. A, if normal play and loss of yards gets you behind the 50 and you still can't kick it, then B, why can you take a penalty and kick it? That needs a fixing. If normal play gets you behind the 50, then you should be able to punt. But if taking a penalty gets you behind the 50 and you can punt, then what that does is it says that's like intentional grounding. And it should be treated as such. And perhaps what I'm suggesting here, perhaps what needs to happen at that point is that if you take a penalty in order to get on the other side of the 50, then maybe that is a change of possession, or at the very least, you still have to go for it or kick it. There you go. Now, like number 2, the 2 and 3 point conversion options. They're still there. I like those. What I think they should change. Number 2, remove the PAT kick. I know they brought it back. A lot of us like it, a lot of us don't. But here we go. The extra point kick is 1, often very boring. B, that one was A, but let's go B. It's used too much. And it's often used as a nearly guaranteed point option, right? And C, it removes the unknown quantity and importance of having the 2 and the 3 to just get that 1 point, which more often than not, they get, even though sometimes they don't. Yes, even the kick is not always made, but more often than not it is. The 1, 2, and 3 point conversions were an exciting factor in XFL and UFL gameplay until they brought back the PAT. The number 3 like is the Super Challenge. Why do I like it? I'll tell you, man. Officials miss stuff all the time. Mistakes are made. Non-calls are made. Calls that the refs don't think were holding, or a face mask, or whatever the case may be, or passer interference. And upon review, it is clear that that happened. I like that, right? I like the Super Challenge. But the change number 3, bring back the second one. Okay? A, it was an interesting tool and dynamic in the game. Like chess, right? You're making chess moves. Some of them seem desperate. Some of them seem calculated. It's a nice little thing. B, I'd rather the game be in the hands of a coach more and at the discretion of the booth itself alone less. Saw a lot of that this season. I feel that the booth meddled in games. We're going to get to the next one. Like 4, booth review on touchdowns and first downs. Make sure it's right in those situations. Why? Because if it's a first down, it needs to be a first down. If it's a touchdown and on the field they say it isn't, scoring plays need to be reviewed. I agree. All right? But here's change number 4. Less micromanagement from the booth when nothing is called on the field. A, getting things right is good. We want them to get things right. But when challenges are made, they often say things like, it kind of happened, but not enough to change the ruling on the field. Yet, B, there will always be missed calls, but the inconsistency coming from the booth is crazy. Oftentimes, there'll be no ruling on the field and no challenge, and you'll hear the booth come down and say, well, no, that was a penalty, or that was this, or that was that. And it's inconsistent as all get out. And I think to counter that inconsistency, you do it like I just laid out. And that would kind of make it more consistent by default. And it's going to hurt my team sometimes. It's going to help my team sometimes. That's just the way it is. But now we have less stuff happening from the booth unless the booth is actually appealed to. All right. Now, the number 5 like. All right, here we go. The no tush push rule. Hey, I like it. Now, let me tell you, it wasn't really a thing in the UFL, but I mean, it's a fine rule. Let's leave it in place. No tush push is fine and dandy. But let's get to my number 5 change. No pushing at all. Look, A, assisting forward motion should be fine when the ball is being ran or after a pass, as long as it's not the tush push. B, we already have it to where forward motion, when it stops, that the play is dead. The whistle is blown, and that's it, when actual forward motion stops. But just because another player is behind that other player and trying to help the play go along, I think we should allow that. And it should be up to the other team to stop the forward momentum. That's what I think. And the play's dead when the forward momentum is stopped, and we should just leave it at that. Now, that's my first like, don't like review of the UFL and what I think should or shouldn't happen for next season. You may agree with me and you may disagree with me. Go ahead and leave it in the comments, right? Here on X or on YouTube. If you think that I'm wrong, I'm fine with that. Let me know if you think I'm right. And I might revisit the comments on this video and this topic in the future. And I might even, it's happened before, I might even change my mind. I am Don Battlehawk. This has been Battle Talk. And, well, I'll see you next time.